This is just a sample of the audiobook. To get the complete audiobook, access the link posted in the first comment.
Although the Ivy League is less than 50 years old, it is no exaggeration to say that its members created American football, and that almost every facet of the game bears their imprint. From the day Princeton played the first intercollegiate game in 1869, they were its first powers. They invented the All-America team and filled all the early ones, produced the first coaches, arranged the basic rules, conceived many of the strategies, devised much of the equipment, and even named the positions. Much of the culture that surrounds American football also has its roots there. Ivy League football has occupied the attention of presidents and captured the imagination of writers such as Jack Kerouac, artists such as Frederick Remington, songwriters such as Cole Porter, even revolutionaries such as John Reed, who liked to cheer up strikers with Harvard fight songs. The college fight song itself is very much an Ivy League creation, as are the marching bands that play them. To a surprising extent, the story of Ivy League football is also the story of scandal. Far from being an athletic ivory tower, the 8 colleges have wrestled with all the problems of intercollegiate athletics, from payoffs to recruiting abuses, and from overpaid coaches to undermotivated players who left campus as soon as the season was over. Football was almost abolished at the turn of the 20th century because of violence in Ivy games. At the same time, those games were bringing in money on a scale that dwarfed the rest of the university's revenues. As former Ivy League director James Litvak bluntly puts it, "There is nothing wrong in this world of intercollegiate athletics that we didn't invent." Ivy League football, however, is also the story of confronting those abuses, and in doing so developing our ideals about the proper role of athletics in college life. Although football was not the first intercollegiate sport, our notions of what it means to be an amateur or a professional and why one is better than the other were played out most publicly on the Ivy gridiron before the modern Olympic Games were born. These 8 colleges, in short, were chiefly responsible for creating intercollegiate athletics as we know them today. It is impossible to read the modern sports page, which was developed in part to provide news of Ivy football teams to a voracious national audience, without encountering their legacy.